Hello everyone, how are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. Today we're talking about lateness, and the question is, are you always in or on time for your appointments, your interviews, your meetings, or your dates? Yeah, I'm from Kenya. So in Kenya, we have what people jokingly refer to as Kenyan time or African time. It's okay. So where do I start? So growing up, we were always urged or encouraged to be somewhere in time or on time, and being told the importance of that. But I just somehow could never get myself to keep time. And of course, one, I blame it on myself. And two, also just how the society was at the time. Right now, things are changing a little bit, but you'd still have someone showing up 1 hour after the time the person was supposed to show up, and they show up so casually and expecting you to understand. Yeah. So I've done this before. I don't want to act like I'm holier than thou. Yeah. Where maybe you've planned to meet up like at maybe, let's say, like at 2 in the afternoon, and then I start getting ready like at 1:45, p.m. So that's when I start, running to shower and get ready. And so by the time I dress up and head to where I was going, I would be there like almost an hour late. And in Kenya, it is sort of expected in that way. Like people expect you to be late. Yeah, and yeah, so it's just something that is sometimes very inconveniencing. The other excuse you'd get is that, oh, I'm in traffic, and it's like the traffic is not moving, it's like stagnant. And so, Big Bear, you're always late. Hi, Palestinian. Guys, thank you for your comments, your likes, and please subscribe and your votes as well. Yeah, so um, over the years, I have come to appreciate that time is valuable, and having been on the receiving end of having to wait for someone for a long time, it's not nice. I think when you're on the receiving end, you really feel it, right? But when you're the one running late, sometimes you might not really understand how the other person feels. Juice, my boy, you look familiar. Really, I do? I don't know. Meru Adika, I think I like you. Oh, thank you. Hi, Eswarao, how are you? Oh, what does that mean? I must snipe you. I don't understand. What does that mean? Should I be scared? Do you have Instagram so I can get it? Yeah. So the Instagram that I want to use now is called thenyasiaya. So Thenyasiaya. It's a long one. Eswarao, you're very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. um what I'll do, I'll put the name of my Instagram handle once I'm done with this live, and then you guys can follow me there on Instagram. I'm Troy, I'm 7. Have a good day. 7, what are you doing here when you're 7 years old? Meru, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be choosing countries or anything like that. No. Yeah. I love all people from all countries, and so we're just gonna leave it at that. Can you write down, sweetheart? The punk closer. Yeah, I will write it down. Here, I can't write it down now, but I will write it. Yeah, once I'm done with this live, I'll write it. Eswa, I am from Kenya. Hey, okay, let me see. Susanna said, hey. Subs for me. That's what makes me happy. Hi, boss pro. What's happening? You're very pretty. Oh, T, thank you. Thank you. Let me see if I can read your messages here because there it's going like very quickly. Um, yeah, so uh and but you want to come to Kenya? Oh, nice. Zaid Alam, them girl, you look like you pay your own bills. Susanna, I don't understand what that means. You have a question, ask English or Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. Heiko, I love you so much. Do you love me too? I love all people. Agape love for everyone. I love you, baby mama. Ooh, Steve, who's your baby mama? You're from USA, Arizona. I hear Arizona is super hot, right? Yeah. Yesterday it was very hot. Um, I have a question. Ask the question. Heiko, I already answered. I don't speak Spanish. I would love to speak Spanish, but I have to learn, I guess. May I ask what nationality you are? You have a very beautiful accent. I'm from Kenya. I am Kenyan, and that's why I was talking about lateness and how sometimes I operate on Kenyan time, you know? It's not the best for most people. Yeah. So, okay. Mom, you're beautiful. Thank you. Hi, love from California. Hi, Mojo. Sending you love to Meru Adika. What's your name? My name is Angelo. My name is Angelo. Angelo. All right. So we were talking about lateness. How so I was just giving you a little bit like context on how I view this topic. So I'm like sort of on the fence with this because my Kenyan blood cannot allow me to be on time. I'm trying. I try as much as possible because the last thing I want to do is to inconvenience someone or to make someone upset, intentionally. So I try, but it's the African blood, yo. I just have to be like a few minutes late. Let me see. Very hot in Arizona, not as hot as you though. Beautiful. Oh. Thank you for your kind words, and please subscribe the punk. How old are you? I get this question a lot. I'm 37. Meru says you look beautiful. Angela, you're from Indonesia. Thank you, Meru. Adika, thank you so much. Sirenita, what does that mean? um Yeah, so lateness is defined as the fact of happening or arriving after the planned, expected, usual, or necessary time. Yeah, in Kenya, this happens a lot. So when I have a meeting with someone or I have an appointment, I just make sure to give the person an allowance. I know it's not ideal and it's not nice encouraging such behavior, but it's just something that's been happening over the years. And so it will take time for that kind of culture to like change. So when I'm meeting someone, I ask like, are we operating on African time, or we are operating on like the real time? Yeah. So I just give myself that allowance so that I don't get super upset. Yeah, so I sort of mentally prepare myself, if that makes sense. I'm a Dominican man. Would you date me? I'm married, the punk. I'm 23 and I would date you. Oh, you're still young. You're very young. Saludos, Mexico. Oh, what does that mean? Greetings from Mexico? Hey, Robin. Context, Robin. Oh, I'm just talking about lateness and how like how different people view time, and how different people show up from different cultures and different countries. I know, like most people from Africa, I speak of Kenya because I'm Kenyan, uh, really don't keep time, like, unless it's something very important. And that also leads me to believe that we can actually do it. We have it in us to do it, but I think it's been the norm for so long for us not to keep time, that sometimes you just like, you just sort of fall into it, and you're like, okay, it's fine, I'm meeting my friend, they'll understand if I'm like 20 minutes late or 30 minutes late, or oh, it's family, I can show up an hour later, no problem. Yeah. But I know, Robin, you're from Mexico. Oh, Alon, how are you today? So beauty. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah. So all you new guys here, just show me some love, love, love by subscribing to the channel, and thank you for liking my love, and thank you for voting as well. Yeah, but I do know that we can keep time, because if Punk says, I don't care if you look 37, baby, you look good. Well, thank you for your kind words. Yeah, but I know that we can keep time, because let's say, for example, if it's a job interview, trust and believe I will be there like 30 minutes before time. 30 minutes before time. If it's an interview where, or like a meeting where I'm going to like a work meeting, I'll be there in time. Okay, I might not be there 30 minutes before time, but I'll be there like maybe 5 minutes before time, or I'll just be like on time. Yeah. So there are those things that we know that are important, especially when it touches on making money. I think everyone loves money. So no one wants to lose the chance, to make that money. Yeah. So for job interviews, because like a lot of people really value whatever income that they can get, because that is what you need to survive, especially as an adult. Favorite celebrity? Oh, Alon, I talked about this a while back. Off the top of my head, I have like a list. So Denzel Washington, this is like back in the day. Right now, I really don't know. Yeah, but I'll go with the list that I had. It was Denzel Washington, and then Adam Levine. But Adam Levine has a lot of tattoos now. I don't know how I feel about too many tattoos. I'm okay with a few tattoos. Who else? Who else did I talk about? Kevin Costner, and then Walker. I've forgotten his first name. The one who unfortunately passed away. Paul Walker, I think. Yeah, the one on Fast and Furious. I liked Whitney Houston's voice, beautiful voice. Yeah. So, what time it is in the USA? It depends, Melanin. For me, it's 6:50 in the morning. I work for Amazon delivery driver. Oh, that's cool. It's 3:50 a.m. in Arizona. Wow. Yeah, you guys are behind by yeah, yeah. That's early. You wake up this early, the punk. But thank you for watching, though. I appreciate that. All right. So some people can call lateness as being tardy. Don't be tardy for the party. Oh, oh, don't be tardy for the party. Yeah, so that's why in Kenya, I think if you go to visit, or if someone is going to live there, that is the culture shock that you might get. Right now, with this new generation, the Gen Z, as they call themselves, I don't know, or as they are referred to actually. I don't know if that is changing, yeah. But from my generation, and from how I grew up and how we conducted ourselves, people would come in late. That's for sure. So if you have like a party or something you're planning for like maybe 12 noon, just expect people to come strolling in at 2 p.m. And that's just how it is. Yeah. So you plan out in that way so that you don't just get hurt, yeah, or get annoyed, and then you have to like work through those emotions, yeah. You work out, baby. Oh, that's good. I need to hit the gym too and lose some calories. I'm from Bulgaria and it's 1:50 p.m. Oh, how is Bulgaria? I think it must be beautiful. I'm at EOS 24-hour gym watching live. Oh, which gym is that? I've never heard of EOS though. Zaddy? Alexis, what does that mean? Guys, thank you for voting. Thank you for liking the live and subscribing. Yeah, so if you're going to any African country or you're friends with any African, I'll speak for Kenyans because I'm Kenyan. Yeah, just for those who are still a little bit tardy or still get late or run late, just show them a little bit of grace. I'm not saying that you should encourage the behavior, certainly not, but just understand that they're not being rude. Yeah, because sometimes being late is considered as being rude and a sign of disrespect, not respecting the other person's time. Because if the other person can plan in a way that they're there on time, so why can't you do the same, especially if you knew it beforehand? Ah, okay, Alexis, we are not gonna do that here. Don't forget the Instagram. I will, once I'm done with this live, I will put it there in the, either in the description box or in the comment section. You'll see it. I was watching your live last night at 2 a.m. Oh, thank you. Hello from Sweden. Wow, you're beautiful. Thank you, Jayman. Thank you for your comments. How is Sweden? And please subscribe. Yeah, so that is lateness. It's considered as being rude, being disrespectful. And certainly, if you're going for an interview or you have an important work meeting and you show up late, it's not a good impression. And that could cost you a lot. It could cost you the job. It could cost you maybe a contract that you're hoping to get. It could cost you a lot of things, and then it's not a good reputation for to have. Oops, what did I do? Ooh, tongue twister. It's not a good reputation to have the that one is always late, that one is always late. You don't want to do that. And the reason I know that we can keep time as human beings, regardless of where you're from on this planet, is because, like, when you're flying, you have a trip, maybe you have a train to catch or a plane to catch, people keep time. Like, guys are there on time. Oh, hello from Sweden, you're beautiful. Oh, thank you, Jayman. I read that already. I love your hair. Thank you. um Sweden is warm summer finally, and I love it. How are you, beautiful? I'm good, thank you for asking. Yeah, it's officially summer here too. I love summer because I love warm weather. I can't deal with the cold. I cannot deal with the cold. Yeah. So I think and I believe that every one of us has the capacity to be in time and to be on time, because when it's super important to us and when we have a lot to lose, we keep time. You know, you're not going to run late intentionally to miss your plane, especially if you're paying a lot of money for it. No. I'm always on time. Good for you. Kudos. I'm learning. For me, it's work in progress. Yeah. Yeah, but at least I'm reducing, my window, the time that I normally run late. Yeah. So I've come a long way, guys, from 1 hour to 30 minutes to 20 minutes. Now I'm working on plus minus 10 minutes. So I'll get there. I'm work in progress. Like I said, I think maybe it's the blood. What do you think? Can you swim? Yes, I can. Do I like swimming? Yeah. I really don't like deep waters because deep waters scare me. Yeah. But yeah. Kendrick Lamar hates Drake with a three-piece and a soda. Huh? Is that the the track that he did, because I think they had like some back and forth. Yeah. I don't really understand the diss tracks as much, but I saw something on social media when they were going like back and forth. Is that what you're referring to? Yeah, so that is what I wanted to talk about, lateness, yeah, and just to encourage people out there to just be on time, or if you can be in time, even better. The other thing that really comes to mind is when someone like just ghosts you. Which other word can I use? So I'll explain it in this way, the way I understand it. Yeah. Macarona, hi, how are you? Yeah. So, say for example, you have a date with someone, or you've planned to go somewhere, and then you've been having these plans like maybe weeks, days, or months in advance, and then the day is finally here, and the person doesn't show up at all. That's why I go to the phrase better late than never. Yeah, for me, it's better late than never. Like someone just goes AWOL. No text, no call, no email, like total silence from their end. There's no communication. And it's really very frustrating, irritating, annoying. I have gone through this before, and let me tell you. Ah! I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, it's really really annoying, to be honest. And yeah, I quite did not like it when it happened to me at that time, because that is just to me total disrespect. So unless you have like a real emergency, because things happen, this is life, it's very unpredictable, so I can give you that. Or if maybe someone took your phone and you cannot communicate. Yeah. So, but if it's just going AWOL on someone like that, and you're somewhere having a good time and relaxing and chilling, and you're not even worried about that person, that is foul. That is foul. Melanin, bye. I love you, but I need to go. Okay, Melanin, bye. Have a great day. Yeah. So it's just foul. I don't like it. That one I will say without fear or favor that is outrightly disrespectful. Like you're totally disrespecting the person, disrespecting their time, disrespecting the effort they put in that relationship. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll go with the term like better late than never works for me than just going AWOL on someone, just like totally disregarding the meeting and without communicating. I feel like just communicate. If you don't feel like doing it anymore, like showing up anymore, that's fine. I mean, it's your time, it's your efforts. Certainly, it's you to decide whether to go somewhere or not. You're not being forced. No one is forcing anyone to do anything. We are adults. So, yeah. I really don't appreciate it when people cancel like last minute, especially when they don't do it in a way that is kind, when you don't really consider the other person's feelings. It really, really hurts. So, guys, if you're fond of doing that, if you've ever done that before, please just consider not doing it again. The natural being on time for appointments is a big fundamental part for a successful society. I agree. 100%. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So I think it's like the first step is definitely awareness. Being aware that being late is not really uh, being respectful of the other person's time, and that time is money. So just being aware of that, I think, is a huge step into trying to just rectify this lateness behavior. Hi, I'm back. Hi, Eva. How are you? Yeah. So yeah, especially for myself, it has really taken a lot of intentionality, like just being intentional, and just trying as much as possible, pushing myself to be in time and to be on time. The thing I do now is I try to treat every situation as like something that's super important. I treat it as if like, oh my gosh, this is like my flight, and I have to show up there in time. Otherwise, I'm gonna miss it. And you know how they're like on the clock, on schedule, like they're not going to change anything for anyone. So you really have to make sure you're there in time, otherwise you're the one who's losing. So I try to really consider everything that way, so that I can change my tardiness. I'm not sure if you remember me. Doing great. How about you? Yes, of course I remember you, Eva. I'm doing good. How are you? How have you been? I remember you for sure. Yeah. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Just showing up in time and on time. Uh, it's really difficult if it's a habit, so you really need to push yourself out of your comfort zone to break that habit. Yeah. So I try and get ready way in advance. Uh, Previously I would be rushing to get ready like 15 minutes to the actual time that I'm supposed to show up somewhere. And maybe the drive is like maybe even more than maybe half an hour, and there I am still getting ready. So that is just not nice. Yeah. In retrospect, I shouldn't have been doing that, but um I don't know who to blame it on. I certainly blame it on me. And also, I think sometimes when society accepts certain behaviors, it's easy just to go with the flow. And because you're going to get away easy with it, but that's not a good thing. If someone can be late once, then it can definitely become a habit. I agree, Eva. Yes, I agree. Yeah, it becomes a habit. And I think someone who like really, oh, now I remember, like I got a wake up call, like a real wake up call when one time we had this proposal, my friends and I, and we were meeting like a potential partner or investor. I was young, and so I was still operating on Kenyan time. And so there I was majestically showing up like almost, I think, 45 minutes later. And the person was there like on time. And the meeting did not happen because, yeah, first of all, the person was not happy with the way I was just like casually showing in, because I did not communicate that I'm running late. And I expected the person to be there, when I showed up much later. And so that was a lesson, because that meeting did not go as planned. And yeah, I missed out on a good opportunity, but the person was like just trying to make me understand that what I did was not cool, you know. And in my mind, I remember that time I was thinking, but it's Kenya, it's Kenyan time. That is what we do, I could be 3 hours late, but I'm only less than an hour late. But when I later on, when I thought about it, it's something that has stuck with me over the years, and I'm really trying. When I tell you, like right now, I'm on like plus 10 minus 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really trying. I'm pushing myself, and I'll get there. So that is one of my goals in 2024, to be in time, not just on time, but in time. Good to go. Be back soon. Have a good day. If I miss the rest of the live, oh, Eva, thank you so much. Have a great day too. Yeah. Okay. So that is that. Definitely the employers do not appreciate lateness, you know. Yeah. That's why in some jobs you have like the how do they call it? When you have to punch in and out, you know. Yeah, there's a name for it. Sorry, it doesn't come to mind now. Yeah, but they do that just to make sure that people are on time because it would amaze you how people, if given the freedom, how they would show up to work late and they'd just be okay with that. Yeah, which is crazy to me because how do you show up late at work? That is your bread. That is where you make your money. So show up on time. Yeah. So yeah. Um, and also, I think when we get to value time and realize that once every minute, like, and just to realize that every minute counts, and once you lose that minute, once you lose that second, once you lose that day, it's not coming back. It is not coming back. You know? Time moves just like that, and time moves really fast. And when you lose it, you're never ever going to get it back. You can't say that, oh, I'll go back tomorrow and salvage the time that I lost doing this and that. No. Yeah. So let's just, I'm speaking to myself too. Let's respect each other's time. Yeah, it's a sign of respect. And I think if we learn to like consistently show up on time, uh it will be like how can I say it? Yeah, it's a good behavior for people to mirror in the society. So if you have your acquaintances, your friends and your family, and they know that you always keep time and you show up on time, it might rub off on them, who knows? And then we will be a society that shows up on time. On time. Yeah, so unless you guys have any question for me, any thoughts, what do you think about lateness, so just let me know. You can type in the chat below. I'll be looking out for your questions, your comments and thoughts, and definitely read them out loud. So let me know what you think about this. um so yeah, what do you guys think? Ooh. I don't know what that is. Hmm? Do you think that there are any benefits of being late? Because I just think of like the negative bit of it. I don't think any benefits of being late. Ah, I think it would benefit the person who's running late, but it never benefits the other person. Come to think of it, if your doctor shows up late, if your maybe bus driver shows up late, it's going to inconvenience you and just like really mess up your whole schedule. If your delivery shows up late, are you gonna like it? No. you know if your, what else can I say, yeah, like if anything that you're expecting shows up late, and the way like we plan our days, because we only have 24 hours, and as you grow older you realize your body gets slower and you could use a little bit of rest time, so you try to plan your day in such a way that you can squeeze in some time to just relax and take it in. you know we all need to relax. Yeah. So how many minutes do you all think is acceptable for someone to get late, to run late, sorry? Yeah, or to be late. I don't know which term to use. Yeah. But some people say, Google actually says, let me not say some people, 5 to 7 minutes. You think that is acceptable? I'm working with like 10 plus 10 minus 10. But nowadays, what I always do also is I try, if I'm going to meet up with someone, and I can clearly see that I'm running late, I communicate in advance. And I just don't communicate when it's like that time that I'm supposed to show up. I try to communicate like as soon as I know that I'm not gonna make it on time. Yeah. The punk 10 minutes max. Okay. That's fair. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm working with right now. I'm working with 10 minutes, but hopefully it will reduce and reduce. Yeah. It's just crazy how the mind is. Like, if you really get yourself to believe that something is acceptable and you do it repeatedly, then your mind just sort of works that way. You could easily get out of, like your wherever you stay, you could get out like in time, but there's just something about the power of the mind, because you're thinking, oh, I can still stay for like a few more minutes. It will be fine. It will be okay. And if you get used to that pattern, then unfortunately it translates into your actions and your habits, and lateness, unfortunately, is one of them. Yeah. So I can definitely forgive someone for being late because I have been forgiven so many times. So I extend that grace. Yeah. Will I be happy if someone is like super, super late? No, I'm not going to be happy. Certainly not. And I would appreciate, to hear from that person so that I can decide, I can decide to stay, I can decide to go, I can decide to do something within that time instead of just like waiting and looking at my watch, looking at my phone and waiting. It's not a good feeling, yeah. So that I can forgive someone being late and communicating. It might affect other plans that I have, sure, but at least I would have heard from the person, and I look at it as a sign of at least respect. Okay, respect, I don't know about respect because some people say if you show up late that is automatically disrespect, but a sign that someone cares at least. It's not cool to be late consistently. I agree. That one can really be annoying. Yes, I agree. Yeah, but how do they call it? They say like someone not showing up entirely. That is something else. That one is not cool at all. It is disrespectful in caps lock. You should not do that unless, my opinion, unless it's an emergency and you can't physically bring yourself to that place, then it's understandable and you need to clearly communicate this to the other person. If you cannot communicate because you don't have a means to, maybe you've lost your phone and you can't get to that person, then at least try to communicate as soon as you're able to. Okay, so yeah, I take this really personally. I do, it's personal. Because it happened to me. We had planned to meet, and it was like days of planning, and I moved things around my schedule here and there just to accommodate the other person. I've learned, to like go to places by myself nowadays. I don't like really rely on people 100%, and after that incident, suddenly not. It's not cool to be late consistently. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so, and then after like doing stuff and making plans, because I like planning and I just like people to have like a good time. Yeah, so I try to go the extra mile to make sure everything is planned and set. And only for the person, like even up to like the day two, everything was all cool and all planned out, and then you don't hear from the person at all. And my first instinct is to get worried, yeah, because if the person has never behaved in that way before, so I get concerned. I'm like, is this person safe? What happened? Because in this world things can change like quickly, just like that. So I'm concerned. Is the person safe? Is the person okay? Oh my gosh, I need to check in on this person. And we had mutual friends. So I'm just like checking with our mutual friends. Please check on this person. Please make sure that the person is fine. Please make sure that the person is I'd fly 1,000 miles to see you. Oh, that's cute. So I'm here worried. I'm not even concerned about the plans anymore. I've already gone to worry mode, worrying about the person, only to find out that the person is having a blast. And I was just like, you know what? I'm good on you. I'm good. I'm good. Because I could have easily, I proceeded with my plans. I enjoyed myself. So that's one thing about me. What I've come to learn is I'm not going to stop and wallow in my misery and pain just because someone decided to do something. No, 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 no. If I had made plans, I'm going. Even if I'm going solo, I am going. And I'm going to make sure I have a blast. Because life is short. Guys, life is short. Yeah, that's just me. Yeah. Before, I used to be like really super conscious of what people would like think of me. So I'll give you an example. Let me give you an example. Like even going to the cafe or to the restaurant by myself, I used to dread that so much. I'll be like I'll try to eat very quickly so that I leave. Yeah, because I was just like thinking, oh my gosh, look at maybe what are these people saying? What are they thinking of me? Oh my gosh, oh, that I'm all alone and people are there like laughing and having a good time. Oh, look at me, oh, just by myself. No, the day I got over that fear, oh, that's the day I freed myself, and it is so sweet. It's amazing. That feeling is amazing, that you can plan activities and plan to do things even by yourself, even when you're solo, you know. Don't let anybody stop your party. No. Mm-mm. I do not. So I plan and I do things. If someone will join me, well and good, But I'm not just going to like totally depend on someone for me to like have fun or enjoy myself. Not me. Certainly not I. Not this girl. Yeah. And I think some things they just come with time, You live and you learn. Yeah. The younger me would not think this way, but I try to learn from my experiences. Do I get hurt? Yes. Do I feel the pain? Of course. But do I let it linger and affect my quality of life? No. I just do this and move on to the next one, because life is not perfect. That is what I've come to learn. Life is not perfect, and people are bound to make mistakes, and imperfections are bound to happen in plenty. You think your heart has been broken? Not yet. It is yet to be broken. So if you approach life this way, then you sort of expect these things, and when they happen, you can handle them better. Works for me. They were probably thinking that is a beautiful woman. That was just your mind overthinking. Really, thank you. Yeah, I think I was way in over my head, like just thinking and thinking. Yeah, but nowadays I confidently walk in, do what I need to do, and I walk out. Yeah, because people will talk. People talk, gossip. People will gossip. People have been gossiping for centuries. You think it's gonna stop now? Mm-mm. No. So people will still tell, oh, as you should. Oh, thank you. Yes, yes. That's the attitude. Yeah. So once I realized people will still talk, you cannot satisfy people, and that's just the way it is. So that's just it. Yeah. All right. So unless there's any question, any thoughts, any comments, I'll give myself like maybe a few minutes, like 3 minutes before I go. So if you guys want to ask me a question, if you have any thoughts about what we're talking about today, any comments, any experience you want to share, I'll read it out loud. Just type in the chat below. My question is, can I still get the Instagram? Yes, yes, you will. Once I'm done with this live, I will type it there, and then you can you can follow me there. Alrighty, so okay. Any other question? Any other thoughts? Guys, thank you for liking my live. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for voting. We have 88 votes coming in. The question is, are you always in or on time for your appointments, meetings, dates? 53% yes, 47% no. Okay, it's encouraging to see that majority are on the right track. Yeah, and for the rest of us who fall in the 47%, we still have room to improve. The first step is just to accept. Accept, realize that it's a problem, and accept that we need to change. And yeah, we can only take it from there, right? Okay, guys, it's always a pleasure being with you guys. Thank you for talking to me via the chats. Thank you for all your kind words, and for interacting with me. I really appreciate you. To my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, and stay, okay? All right, and to all my subscribers who keep coming back, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I love you all, and be good, be kind. Try as much as possible to be happy. And if you need to cry, do the ugly cry, release it, and keep on living. All right, bye, and I'll see you guys. Oh, so once you've subscribed, hit the notification bell. I have some cool things for you later on in the day. I'll keep it as a surprise. So just click on the notification bell, and then I'm gonna take you guys somewhere really, really cool, and I'm excited about it. Okay? All right. Bye. See you later on today. Have a great day. Bye.